So sorry, that shouldn't say advanced bookkeeping, that should say project management. But the project management is a certificate of achievement. The curriculum is designed to provide you with the educational knowledge and tools to enter or upgrade your skills within the project management field. And like I said before, we are an authorized training partner with the Project Management Institute. Going forth, I will call it the PMI. And these courses will provide the educational or contact hours for the Certified Associate in Project Management, the CAPM, or the Professional Project Management Professional, the PMP. So just getting into the delivery method right now, the project management certificate is part-time, so it is flexible to your schedule, and classes are typically during the evening, which I'll go over in a couple slides. There's no application process or prerequisites required to register or enter the program. All 4 courses, not 9, I apologize for the typos, are delivered online synchronously. So what that means is you would log in at a specific date and time, just like we're chatting right now, and the faculty member will teach you in a live format so you can ask questions, have class discussions, etc. All courses are scheduled in Eastern Standard Time or Toronto time, and sessions will be recorded and put on the learning module system, which we use Blackboard, for you to view in case you miss a class. We encourage you folks to try to attend every class, as that is where you will get the most knowledge as well as all your questions answered. So the ideal learners. So we classify folks who want to take this certificate in 3 categories. So we have our entry level, so new graduates. So someone coming from a university or college diploma or degree and who want to get into the field of project management if that wasn't their specific niche or program. A career change, so anyone who wants to get into the project management field as a career change. We know it's becoming a very popular and well in demand field, so it's definitely great to start off and get the background knowledge. And for some folks, re-entering the workforce, so if you've been unemployed for a little bit or you've taken some other commitments that you haven't worked for, this is a great way to kind of get back into the workforce with a certificate under your belt. The next is for upgrading, so advancing your current career options. So let's say there is another position open within your company and it requires a project management certificate or designation. This would be the first certificate you can do. Again, for folks who are aspiring to get a promotion by having that designation under their belt, also a form of professional development. And the last one, again, getting designated. So if you want to fulfill a course and do your CAPM or PMP certifications, this will give you the educational or contact hours needed. So this is the curriculum. So there is 4 compulsory courses needed to fulfill this certificate requirement, and they actually are a little bit out of order compared to if you've seen it on our website. It usually goes 800, 801, 802, 803. This is the recommended order that the descriptions will tell you if you haven't read them. It's just based on the knowledge and what you'll be using in what course. So the first 2 courses, PMPC 800 and 803, or Project Management Skills Development and Project Management Principles, are the more foundational courses. While PMPC 802, Project Cost Management, and PMPC 801, Project Resources Planning and Scheduling, are more of the application. So you need that foundation in order to deliver the application. I did put up the schedule here. So this is what it will typically look like. It'll be on a weekday during the evenings, a live session. So for you folks who are interested in registering soon, this is kind of what it will look like. So you can plan around. Exams are on campus. However, you will be notified in advance what day and time. Typically, faculty likes to put it during the class time, and all exams are completed at the North Campus. If you have more questions about that, I can answer that at the end. So fees and additional costs. So tuition is on a course-by-course basis. So what that means is you folks, if you're working full-time, you can take 1 or 2 courses per term, and a term is 4 months long or 14 weeks. Because you are working, your full-time job is obviously of the utmost priority, so you can do 1 at a time. You do have about 5 years to complete the entire certificate. So you have that flexibility if you don't want to take a course during the summer, as an example. So each course is around $380.58. These are subject to change based on the academic year. And the 4 courses in total will run you about $1,522.32. Course materials such as textbooks, software, or additional costs. They're listed in your course outline, which your facilitator should present to you on the first day of class. And there it'll basically give you the rundown of what you'll be doing each week, the learning outcomes, and what textbooks or additional software you would need. The faculty member will make it very transparent to you on where to get these resources, how to get them, and if you do need them or not. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Project Management Institute. So it is a member-based association. It's also a certifying designation body for project managers globally. And it validates that you have the knowledge, skills, experience needed to work in the field of project management. So when you become a member of the PMI, you can get access to certain benefits such as discounts on exam fees, certification renewals, and professional development opportunities. You have to pay for a membership. I believe the cost is $159 for Canadian folks. I'm not sure about anywhere else if you're international, but I believe that's what the website says, which I will also link the website in the chat in just a second. Each city has a volunteer-driven chapter to support members of the PMI. So you can grow your network there, you can contribute locally to the community, and just get to know more fellow project managers in your space. So there are 2 core designations that successful learners can obtain or are eligible for upon completion of this certificate. And like I said before, it's the Certified Associate in Project Management, as well as the Project Management Professional. So I'm going to go over their requirements in just a second, but the CAPM and the PMP are the core original. You can build off of those the more you work in the field. So here are the designation specifics. So they're the core requirements of the first 2. So these are the most popular in terms of entry level. The Certified Associate in Project Management, or the CAPM, is the entry level designation. So the only requirements for that is a secondary degree, so an Ontario Secondary School Diploma, high school diploma, or a prep course, which that can be done, I believe, through the PMI as well. And then you need those 23 hours of project management education, which is where our course would step in. The cost of the exam is $300 for non-members and $225 for members. So like I said before, the membership is that paid annually subscription where you can get those PMI benefits. The project management professional is a little bit of a higher designation. So there's 2 options on with requirements. So the first one would be a university degree, 36 months of experience leading projects within 8 years. So you have to have that project management experience in that shorter time frame, and 35 hours of project management education, as well as your CAPM or your CAPM certification, sorry. Your second option for your requirements is your Ontario Secondary School, high school diploma rather, or a GED. 60 months of leading projects within the past 8 years, again with that time frame, and 35 hours of project management education or your CAPM. So if you don't have any prior PMI designations, you would start off with the CAPM and build your way toward the PMP. For folks who already have their CAPM and who want to get their PMP, you definitely can also with this certificate. It's a little bit more of the basics, which goes back to the course by course basis. If you wanted to brush up your skills in a certain area, you totally can. You don't have to complete the whole certificate. So the PMI actually has a event Wednesday, October 23rd from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And it basically goes over your potential career as a project manager. So the agenda items which are listed here is what is a project manager, project management job threads, future work projections. It'll go over the certifications probably more in depth than I did. A day in the life as a project manager, and could this be for you, a question and answer session. So you can use that QR code right there to register for that event. If you can't, I will also send this photo, a screenshot in a email follow-up, so no need to worry if you don't have it now. I see that there is a question in the chat. What proof do you need for the experience leading jobs? I'm assuming, and I don't know this 100%, so don't quote me on this, but I'm assuming you would probably need a reference or perhaps even a portfolio of project outlines that you have done, and they're kind of like the gist of what you did in the project, who was on the project, kind of like something like that. But again, that's something you can ask the PMI. If anyone has any more questions about the certificate, I can definitely answer them for you now.
Hi there.
Hey.
Yes, I have a question. I'm a newbie. So was there any program that was listed as project management fundamentals? Because I swore that when I was looking last year, the word fundamentals was there. Did it get changed, do you know, to principal, which seems like the first course that was recommended to take as part of the project management
Yeah,
overall
for sure.
certificate?
Let me run down the certificate screen again for you. Let me just get to it. Bear with me. I'm not sure why I can't find my mouse half this time. Sorry about that, but I will go over it for you again. Oops, right here. So we have the first course, which would be the project management skills development, and then the second course, which would be project management principles. So those are the foundational courses that you would start off with if you don't have a formal background in project management. And it'll basically give you all the theoretical perspectives, kind of like the ethical standpoint, and all the important foundational knowledge you need for that role.
Okay, so either one of these would be appropriate, not necessarily those project management principles, because I thought I read somewhere on the website that it's recommended to take that one first,
Yes.
the project management principle.
Yes. So how project management skills development would be first according to the course descriptions.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I mean, you could take them in any order you wish. That's totally up to you, but this schedule up here that you can see is the recommended.
Okay.
I just see a question in the chat. I will get to you, Andrea, in a second. So can you repeat the part of attendance or exams? Physical attendance within a course or within the class, it's not mandatory. We do understand that you folks have important work commitments and work comes first. So the class sessions will be recorded. However, exams are in person. And they do require you to be here in order to complete and get the mark. You will be given enough notice on when the exam date is and where it is. It'll be located at the North Campus. I know you folks could potentially live across Canada or across Ontario. If you are over 100 kilometers away from the North Campus, which we are located at Highway 27 and Finch, you can sign up for a proctor, which your faculty member will give you more information about a month out from the exam. So you can sign up for that.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
So are there any courses available in the spring, or do these, like, can I take 2 in the fall and 2 in the spring, or do I need to take all of them in the fall, or they're only available in the fall and I'll have to wait until next year to take whatever courses I don't get to this semester?
Yeah, so we offer them every term. So we do 3 term intakes, which the first one would be September, the second one would be in January, and the third one would be in May. Typically, our registration will open up about 2 months in advance. So for our fall start, it actually opened up at the beginning of July. So you can register now, but typically 2 months prior to the start date, which is why there's 3 dates on our website if it's there. You can register at any time. So if you want to take one in the fall, one in the winter, skip summer, and then do the other 2 in fall winter, you can for sure do that.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Andrea, did you have a question?
Yes, Milena, I was going to ask about the exams. So, like, how are they? Like, multiple, like, answers, or do we have to write down, or what's the methodology on those exams?
So I'm not sure within the specifics of the exam. I'm not a content expert, unfortunately. However, when I do a summary email after our call, I will also attach a course outline for you folks to view. And the course outline, like I mentioned before, will just go over the learning outcomes, which we're going to be talking about on a weekly basis, as well as the breakdown with the percentage of how much each assignment, exam, group discussion, etc. is worth. Sorry.
Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect. I just wanted to know that. Thank
No
you.
problem. No problem. Next, Harpreet, you had a question.
Oh, hi, I'm sorry I missed the first 10 minutes. I had a trouble with the computer. The screen you're sharing right now, it's showing 4 courses. These are the 4 courses for the complete course. And then the
Yes.
timings that it's showing on the side, these are like the fixed timings, like it's once a week kind of deal for each course or in person?
Yes, so it would be once a week online live lectures or synchronous, meaning the faculty would teach you just like this. So you have an opportunity to ask questions, to discuss amongst the class and etc. So the sessions are recorded as well in case you can't make it. But the dates are there. They start, I believe, September 9th, and they'll go until about December 16th, if my math in my head is correct. So they are online live, and then the exams will be in person.
So it's your choice if you want to be in person or you want to do it online, correct?
No, so the course part, like the classes, will always be online, but just the exams will be in person.
Got it. Okay. Okay, and then we need to take like 2 courses at once or however they're
Yeah.
running it according to the schedule you have set up.
So we always offer all 4 courses every term. So like I said before, there's 3 terms, September, January, and May. You don't have to take a course a term. You have 5 years to complete the entire certificate. So if you wanted just to start with 1 course, that's fabulous. For us, for working folk, we recommend no more than 2 courses per term because your full-time job does take priority. And you can see they are all on different days here. Sorry, I'm pointing this way, but you guys see the screen in front of you. I got 3 screens right now. They are all on different days. So if you wanted to take all 4 at once, you totally can.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Tara, you had a question.
Hi, sorry, I think you just answered it. I can take all 4 this fall if I so choose.
Yes, if you wanted to.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So I see Carson, you have a question?
Yeah, I did. I was just wondering, like with students in the past, do you find that most of them take all 4 courses before applying for their CAPM? Because I assume this goes over like the 35-hour requirement, like all 4 courses. So I was just wondering, like in the past, what people have done.
So typically, so I had a student actually, she recently graduated. She wanted to apply to her CAPM, but she actually found that after she took the first two courses, she was just going to apply and do the exam. But upon seeing the prep for the exam, which I do have a PDF copy I can share with you folks right now, she said that she did not think that she was prepared, and she did take the additional two courses. It's all up to you and what you think you can handle. Again, if you have any experience in the field, some folks just take, let's say, the cost management course again to refresh themselves. It's totally flexible and up to you. A lot of folks want that certificate as another credential so that they have it and they can, if they're applying to jobs, they can say, I have project management certificate from Humber, all the other, make it, for an interview. So you can if you want, you don't necessarily have to.
Okay, that's really helpful. Thank you. And a second question. So it would be okay if we took the first two fundamental courses at the same time? It's more just about taking those two courses before you take the cost management and the planning and scheduling courses?
Yep, you got it. Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much.
No problem. I see. Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. Verani?
Hi. So my question is, per course, it's just one exam, or is there like a midterm you got to go in person, or is it just the one time per course?
I believe it would just be the one exam. However, let me show you guys, since you folks are here now. I'll show you a course outline. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna stop my share here. Just so you can kind of see the overview. Again, I'm not a content expert, so I'm not sure of how long the exam is, the format of it, anything like that. But I can show you the basics. So forgive me, I'm just going to share my screen right now. Can everyone see the course outline?
Yep.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. So as you can see here, it'll kind of give you all the breakdown information, as well as the description, this is also on the website. And course format. So the final exam is held in person. Everything else is 100% online. If you go down, these are the employable skills you will learn during the entire course, as well as the learning outcomes, which I will send you this so you can go through it and see, because this would be the first course you take. And then there's some course specific policies that you can go for. So the GPA you need in order to successfully pass, all that important information. It also gives you the proctor information. So like I said earlier, if you are over 100 kilometers away from the North Campus, you can sign up for, a online proctor, so you can do your exam online. It does come at a cost to the student. I believe it's around $100. I don't think I mentioned that before, and I apologize. But your faculty member will be able to set up and let you know about the specific information pertaining to that. So this is an example, is the kind of rough guideline and outline of what the course is comprised of. So you have 4 assignments that are 25% in total. You have 4 quizzes that are 20% in total, an online midterm, some discussions, and then your final exam that's worth 30. So here's the kind of week by week breakdown and what learning outcome it fulfills, and then what resource you'll be using for this. So I believe that this textbook can be found on Amazon, and it also has the link right here for you. And then there's just the supplemental resource of the PMBOK, which is the book that you would actually purchase if you were to write your CAPM. Or PMP. So it'll have all that information. I believe that it has been updated. This is an older course outline. It's from last year. So they will just automatically update it on the PMI website, so no need to worry about that. And then if you have any prior learning, you can apply that there and waive a course if you do want to fill the entire certificate. And then just the academic regulations, some accessibility information, and that's about it. So this is what the course mainly is comprised of. And if you have any more questions about that, I can definitely see if I can help you. If not, you can ask your faculty member on the first day of classes. And yes, the classes are recorded and viewed anytime. So they will be on the learning module system we use, which is called Blackboard. So the faculty member will post it. They should post it within 72 hours, if not within the week. I see Mark has a question first, no problem. And then I'll get back to you, Harpreet. Okay. So yes, Mark, you could do the online proctor for that. You can speak with our student advisor, which I can email you separately, just given your circumstances, and you can discuss a potential pathway for you to do. So don't worry, I will actually make a note of that right now, and I will send you her information. Is that okay? Thumbs up, let me know. Yeah, perfect. Harpreet, you had a question.
Oh, finally, sorry, my mic wasn't working. You mentioned that we can take as many courses we want. If I start from September 9th, like take the first one, so is it like designated time? Like, you know, every week I take one class, and then how long does it take to finish first course?
So it will take the full 14 weeks. You have 3 hours of instructional time per week. So starting from September 9th until December 16th, I believe. So that's when the class would be over. There's no way to like fast track it. It's not a self-taught course, so you won't be able to finish it within a month, as an example, because it is synchronously taught. So the faculty will be teaching you with their curriculum.
And then
Is that
if I
clear?
register for the first course, then in December I can register for the second one and just continue instead of registering for everything at once, correct?
Yeah, so you wouldn't register for everything at once. You would just register for the designated course you want to take during the term. So for example, if you want to take PMPC 800 right now for fall, you would register for that. And then come next term, probably around November-ish, you can register for PMPC 803.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
No problem. Does anyone else have any more questions?
Hi, it's just me again. I just want to make
Hi.
sure I'm if you go to your website, which is what I was just checking, unless it's a mistake, it says that the project management principle is the first course that's recommended, even though you do have the project management skills development as the first one. So I just want to make sure which one I
Yeah,
should, because
that could be an error on my behalf, which I apologize. But when I was reading the descriptions, that's what I read. So you can take either of those two first. It doesn't matter as long as the skills, I believe it's the skills and the principles. As long as those two are taken first, those are the foundational ones. Doesn't matter what order, as long as you kind of go from that,
okay,
if that
sounds
makes
good.
sense.
Thank you.
No problem. Another hand up, Ali or Ali.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, my question was about the attendance. Due to my work where I travel a lot, I'm in management consulting, so attendance, whether for exam or classes, is very difficult. So my understanding, and just for you to confirm, we need to attend the exams in person. So there are no other options or no other ways where we can attend exam online.
No, not in that scenario. However, you can ask or make the faculty alert that you do travel for work, and we can most likely we can see if there can be an accommodation made, or they can tell you the date as soon as they know. That would be the best course of action. You folks do have, I believe, about a week to withdraw for a refund. I believe that it's the amount less $25. But you do have that option if it's not working for you, or if you do have to travel. It's up to the faculty to discuss with our student advisor, and then we can kind of perhaps develop a plan for you. But if you're going to be traveling a lot, then I suggest to hang on until you know you will be here for the exam period. So the exam period will be sometime in December.
Okay. So one more follow-up question. So this applies to all courses and certificates at Hamburg College, or just for certificate, or just for project management?
So it applies for all our online courses. So anything that is online asynchronous would be exempt to in-person exams. It's just a way for cheating and to kind of have the faculty facilitate you and to kind of meet them in real life as well. So that's why we do them in person.
Okay, clear. Thank you very much.
No problem. Mark, you asked a question in the chat. I believe the courses start on the 9th. I don't think any of them start on the 3rd. My website's not loading right now, and I will check for you once I know for sure, but I believe it's the 9th.
The one that starts on the 3rd is the planning and schedule class.
Yeah, so that one you folks wouldn't be taking first. You would be taking, thank you, Tara, either the skills development or the principles first. So no worries with that. Should be okay. And sorry,
I see the one for project management's principles is listed for September the 5th to December the 12th.
Yes, just because of the day it's on. So the week starts with the 3rd. The 2nd is Labor Day, so it's a holiday. So it'll start, it's usually Monday to Friday, the way we schedule things. So if it's on the week of the 3rd, start date, roughly, the Wednesday would be the 4th, the Thursday would be the 5th, the Friday would be the 6th, if I'm correct. So you can go by that. They do have the days of the week on the course website once you click that drop-down menu for the course, that you can kind of read more information. Then you can also see the registration information.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear clearly. So, can you guys hear me?
It's okay if you miss one class, they'll be recorded, the sessions.
Oh, the class will be recorded, so I can check later, right?
Yes,
So,
yes, you can watch it later.
I have one more question, because
Yeah.
I really recently did see where is the professor's email right there. So I don't know how to connect it with the teacher. Yeah, because I need to say what I do. I can't.
What you can do is you can sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you go first. Sorry.
What you can do is, because your case is a little bit more specific, email me personally, and I'll put the email in the chat. As well as for you folks, if you guys have any other questions, you can email this email. Email me, Mark, and I can set up a time to talk with you individually, just so we can go over your scenario, okay?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. So folks, if you don't have any more questions, I will let you go. Again, this session is being recorded. If you missed any of it, it will be on our certificate website, hopefully by next week. My email is also in the chat. So if you have any questions, you can send me an email and I will gladly answer you.